Hello and welcome back to Sported. I'm back. I took a little break. My wife and I had a baby, so well done to my wife who gave birth to a little baby boy, and we are delighted slash knackered. But now we've got a bit more routine. Now I've got time to do these videos, and we're back. I'm back, and so is the Premier League. Thank God, the Premier League is back. But before I get into the Premier League, I just want to give a massive shout out to the Lionesses who retained their trophy, the European Championship. I know this a bit of a while ago, but I've been away, so just catching up and didn't want to miss an opportunity to say congratulations. To retain the trophy is no mean feat, and they are the first English national side to win abroad. The men obviously did in '66 at home, and the Lionesses did at home at Wembley, and now they've retained their trophy. The first English team national team, should I say, on foreign soil, which is a massive effort. It was a tough tournament. They scraped their way through a lot of the games, but they did fantastic. And all that counts is, at the end of the day, it might not have been pretty at times, but they won, and they got sweet revenge against the Spanish, who are world champions. So well done, Lionesses. Great effort. And it's really great to see the women's game thriving, and all the spotlight and the money and, you know, the television, everything is firmly on them. So great, and long may it continue. Now, the Premier League, it's back, but some things never change. And again, we are talking about VAR. I want to talk about Alexander Isak. I want to talk about the clubs, the spending in general. And unfortunately, we have to talk about VAR again after the first weekend. And Michael Oliver as well loves the spotlight, doesn't he? Michael Oliver putting himself front and centre for referees once again. But let's start with VAR. So actually, no, let's start with the clubs. So it's great to see the clubs, their spending going big. My club, Liverpool, I never thought I'd see the day that they are going big, especially being champions as well. It's good to see they are not messing around. They're getting rid of the fringe players and going big on players like Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkes, Ekitike, who looks good. This is good to see. It's strengthening from a position of strength, which we and a lot of teams have been guilty of not doing. And even though we won it at a canter last season, the teams weren't really at it, were they? So this is great to see, and it's not finished yet. We're going to Alexander Isak in a minute, which is still going on. But first, I want to talk about VAR again. So it's the first weekend, it's the first game of the season, it's Liverpool against Bournemouth, and the handball that is not given by VAR is disgraceful. I mean, fair enough, if the referee doesn't see it, that's fine. But what we're seeing on TV and what they're seeing in Stockley Park on multiple screens, what are they seeing? Because the defender clearly paws the ball down. Like he knows the ball is there, and it's a subconscious thing. I've done it myself, and he goes out and touches the ball to stop Ekitike getting away. He's the last defender, and they give it offside. They give an offside against Ekitike. It's crazy. Or was it a foul? One or the other. But anyway, Bournemouth got a free kick. It's a red card. It's a free kick to Liverpool, and it's a red card. So, and this wasn't even mentioned on Match of the Day by Alan Shearer and the team and Danny Murphy. It's how have they not discussed it on Match of the Day? And more importantly, how are these mistakes still happening? It's so blatantly obvious. These guys are trained. This is their full-time job. They are not fit for purpose. We call this league the best league in the world, but unfortunately we don't have the best referees and the best VAR. And they're letting the team down. It's embarrassing. You know, everyone's watching the Premier League. It's the most watched league in the world. And they're watching this officiating, fans all over the world, and saying, it's not good enough. They're not fit for purpose. We need the best in class. Now, I've been listening to TalkSport and the guys, the ex-professionals, all saying we should get referees from abroad. If our referees and VAR referees, if they're not fit for purpose, if they're not doing the job and they're giving these disgusting decisions time after time, then get rid and get in the best in class, which, like doctors and nurses from abroad, get in the referees. I'm sorry, if they're not good enough, get them out. So again, it's down to the head chief, isn't it? It's down to Howard Webb. Come on, Howard. You seem like an intelligent man. It's the same mistakes over and over again. Things aren't going to get better. And who was it on VAR? Michael Oliver. This I don't agree with. The referees need to referee. VAR, just do VAR. Because it clearly doesn't work what you're doing. And Michael Oliver, what the hell? Go and get your eyes tested. What the hell are you watching? That was outrageous. Anyway, let's see what happens. Let's park that for now. I'm sure we'll be talking about that more in the future. And now we get on to my team again. So Alexander Isak, he's now come out and said that they're false promises, and he was told that he'd get a new contract or be allowed to leave, and none of which have materialized. So now Isak has refused to train, he's refused to go on tour, he's refused to be reintegrated into the group. He is not interested. He is done. He's saying when promises are broken, the trust is gone, the relationship's over. It's best for both parties if I move on. For both parties, that's for the best. So it looks like he's done. Let's just hope that Liverpool, for my sake, I'm still going to take him. Even though people are saying, he's a mercenary. They all do it. You've got Visser at Brentford doing exactly the same thing, trying to get his move to Newcastle. And you've got Isak doing the same thing, trying to get to Liverpool. They all do it. There's tapping up. Whoever says, Liverpool been tapping up Isak. Every club, agent, they all put out feelers. They all have friends at clubs. Agents know agents. Everyone's tapping up everybody. Contracts these days basically just mean you'll get money for your player. That's it. If a player if they want to quit on you, they will. The player's power's got stronger and stronger. Now, all this means is that Newcastle will get a substantial amount for Isak. Now, if this is true, and what Isak's saying is true, that said he was allowed to leave. There was a promise within the club. I don't know if it was Amanda Staveley or another official in the club. If he was told that he was allowed to leave at the end of the season after winning, scoring the winning goal in the League Cup, and that's a perfect opportunity, a perfect leaving present to go, then I understand. But I also think there's ways to go about it. Now, for example, you've got Eberiche Eze and Mark Gahey, another player that Liverpool are interested in. Now, they are looking like they want to leave as well, but have carried on training. They've honouring their contracts. They're not disrespecting the club. And while they're waiting for things to be sorted out in the background, so they're just carrying on with their career. But there's clearly something been said, or something's gone on for Isak, because you'd like to think that he wouldn't behave like this without false promises, or something's been said, and maybe he's told he needs to do this, and players do it. I was listening to Danny Murphy. He said he did it to try and get a move away from the club, and careers are short. You can understand it, but there's ways of going about it to make sure that you get this move to the club you want, because he's 25 before you know it. He's going to be 30 on his last contract, and it's looking like he wants to move while he's in his prime. So you don't blame him for that. It's just, in my opinion, there's ways of doing it, and it does come across as slightly disrespectful, especially to the fans who spend a lot of their hard-earned money, and that is the highlight of their week, going to the football after a hard, long week at work. So it's a difficult one, but it looks now like there's too much that's gone on, and they need to part ways, and Newcastle need to get as much money as possible, and another striker or two. It looks like they've just put in the bid for Visser, and Liverpool want to get their man. So it's a difficult one, but in this situation, never say never. If the window shuts and he's still there and he has to play, or they're going to make him sit in the reserves. But if they make him sit in the reserves, then his value will drop. So it doesn't really make sense. I think in this situation, it's best just to cut your losses, get maximum money for him, 130, 20, 30, 40, 50 million, whatever they want. And Liverpool get their man. Newcastle get a huge wedge of cash and go again on another striker before the window shuts. Why are they leaving it so long? So, yeah, those are my thoughts anyway. And Michael Oliver, again, just before we go, had to be the first referee to give a corner for a goalkeeper keeping the ball for more than 8 seconds. It had to be him, didn't it? Him on VAR and him giving a corner from the goalkeeper. I can't remember which goalkeeper it was, holding the ball for more than 8 seconds. Of course, it's Michael Oliver. He's starting to piss me off. So anyway, I'm sure we'll be talking about more about that and Michael Oliver and Isak again very soon. But it's great to be back. I'm excited. Get in. Bloody love football. This is Sported. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.